Hey, we're at the David Lesser Shelter. This is Hank and Bernie. We're hiking a section of the AT. We do it once a year for a week. Having a great time. Met this great American right here, so right on Memorial Day too. So
yep. You know what? These guys are Marines, and so to meet them on Memorial Day, special day. Thank you for your service to our country and protecting the freedoms that I enjoy every day of my family.
It was our honor to do it. And see that right there? Tunnel for Towers Foundation. Support it. Support this guy on his YouTube channel.
Oh, well, when people thank me for hiking the trail, I think about the sacrifices that they and their families have made to protect my freedoms, and I thank you both very much. And I wish you the best of luck on the trail, and hope to see you up at Katahdin someday.
Yes,
all right.
So enjoy the day. Pleasure meeting you guys.
My watch says 4 a.m. My mind says stay in bed, but my spirit says go ahead to another day, another day. And I've got miles to make, and not a single one will go to waste.
Good morning. Good morning. It's another new day. Spent the night last night at the David Lesser Shelter. It was a good evening. Had, I guess, 4 people here and somebody down below in a hammock that didn't end up meeting. But 2 of the guys that were here are Marines, and they were helicopter pilots in the service. And it was fitting to meet 2 great Marines on Memorial Day, day when we celebrate and honor those that died in the service and protection of our country. So it was a good evening. Had a good conversation with them last night, and today heading off and further northbound about 9.5 miles into Harper's Ferry. So another big milestone for me. Yesterday went from Virginia into West Virginia, and I looked back and I think it had been 50 days that it took me to get through Virginia. Virginia being about 550 or 560 miles. A lot of the Appalachian Trail is in Virginia, but today I'm in West Virginia, and then very quickly I go through a couple more states heading north, but we're going to head on up the trail towards Harper's Ferry and see what's in store. Supposed to be some rain moving in this afternoon, so I'm glad that I have a relatively short day today. Hope to be into Harper's Ferry by early afternoon. I'll see you on up the trail. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to have one. Here we are at the intersection. So the David Lesser Trail was down that way. Not the David Lesser Trail. David Lesser Shelter is down that way. That's where I spent the night. Right down there is Springer Mountain. About 1,016 miles, according to my calculation. My road sign says south is that way and north is that way. Harper's Ferry, 9.5 miles. Here we go. Well, you never know who you're going to meet on the trail. I heard a few days ago from somebody that was hiking back to meet this young man right here that he was going to meet his friend Gray's son. And I had to think about it for a little while. I'm like, I know that name. And then I realized who it was that he was meeting, and I knew that Gray's son was close in behind me. I was hoping that I would meet him, and I guess I've delayed messing with different things this morning long enough to where it ended up happening. So this is Gray's son. I met him, I guess, probably a couple weeks ago before the Shenandoah National Park, right?
Getting off at Lexington.
Oh, yeah. And Gray's son was I believe, a huge part in helping my shin splints recover. I actually said a prayer for me on the trail, and that combined with advice from people, I haven't had an issue with that in some time. So it's great to see you again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was hoping I'd run into you.
Yep.
So
you're heading north.
I'm heading north.
Yep.
I'm picking up my miles.
Okay. Well, you leave me in the dust, huh?
I don't think so. I did 3:15s here the last 3 days.
That's good. I'm 15s. Or I
Yeah.
tried it. Yesterday was I've had a couple tough days, but anyway.
Well, the roller coaster was tough.
Roller coaster. The roller coaster ride. Too bad that I was tall enough to be able to get on the roller coaster.
Oh man.
It was tough.
Yeah, I checked my watch last night. 3,900 feet elevation gain in 15 and a half miles.
Oh wow. Oh man, that's tough.
And I'm doing this for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to do that, but it's very rewarding when you run into people on the trail that you've met and that you know and that you make a connection with. And I'm sure glad I ran into you again.
Yeah, I'm so glad too. I kept hoping when I entered the Shinnies that I would catch you again. I kept hearing your name, so it's awesome.
And they weren't even talking bad about me.
No, they were saying good things about you.
I
don't know what they're saying about me. But,
I've got them fooled, you guys. Anyway, it's great to see you, and I wish you all the best on the trail.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, here comes some more friends from back up the trail. Introduce yourself if you don't mind.
Tiki Bar, 4-3, and Beagle.
And I met these guys, wow, long time ago.
Down at, what was that mountain?
21E or
Yeah.
it was coming down into.
We were at the Georgia, North Carolina line. We're leaving North Carolina last time.
Holy moly. And this gentleman right here gave me some advice on my shin splints.
Oh, yeah.
Told me to get a compression sock and how to massage it, and I was just mentioning to Grayson that they haven't hurt in like 9 days straight.
Hey, I'm just passing on the knowledge that Carrie and Dave and Bandit, the dog, gave me on Blood Mountain.
Especially the dog.
Yeah, that's right. She went, roar, 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 roar.
It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah.
Which way you going?
As I closed in on Harper's Ferry, I don't know, it's kind of a real milestone for me. Of course, they kind of call Harper's Ferry the halfway point on the Appalachian Trail, but mileage-wise, it is not. Harper's Ferry is 1,026 miles. The trail, I guess it varies by year, but it's right around 2,200 miles. And I believe that they say that Pine Grove Furnace is the halfway point. I really should know more about this, shouldn't I? Because next thing I was going to say is I believe that Pine Grove Furnace is where they have the half-gallon challenge. Basically, eat a half gallon of ice cream. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Winging It and I were talking about it yesterday when I was hiking with him. Remember Winging It? I met all the way back when I was leaving Georgia on the Georgia-North Carolina line. And been running into him on and off over the last 1,000 miles, which is kind of crazy. But we were talking about what flavor ice cream you're going to get. Guess I really hadn't thought about that too much. I love chocolate almond, but most places don't have it. I was thinking Neapolitan might be good. That way you have strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. I think he said he's going to get Moose Tracks if they have it. Guess that would be good too. But anyway, I just, today and yesterday, and really today as I'm closing in on Harper's Ferry, I kind of am thinking about the last 1,020 miles or so, which is where I'm at right now. And just all the great people that I've met, people that have blessed me along the way, which are so numerous. I can't even, I couldn't even start. I'd be afraid I would miss somebody. But every time I've needed something, they say the trail provides. I think it's our Lord Jesus that provides. I just ran into Gray's son, and I heard he was behind me on the trail. I was hoping I'd see him again. Back within a day or two of my shin splints starting to be a problem. He had said a prayer for me on the trail and asked for healing from Jesus for my shin splints. That prayer and advice from Tiki Bar is another person I met back then, but like 4 guys that I met on the trail were all at the same shelter probably a month ago now. And Tiki Bar was helping me with advice on the shin splints because he had the same issue. And all 5 of us, were standing at one spot on the trail because I was talking with Gray's son. And then down up over the hill comes 3 guys, and it was the 3 of them. It's just crazy how this all happens. But the blessings that I've received from the trail, all the trail magic, the people that I've met, the interaction, the encouragement, hopefully I've been a positive influence on those that I've met as well. It's all we can do in life, right? Is try to be a positive influence on others. Provide a good example. Do something good. My family has been instrumental in me getting as far as I have. Just supportive, encouraging messages from my wife and my sons. The fact that my wife's holding down the fort while I'm doing this, working through different challenges at home and with loved ones. I miss her so much. I'm going to be seeing her again in about 2.5 weeks. And I'm looking forward to spending time with her again. But just encouragement and blessings from my wife and my sons. My family, my siblings, who send me messages of encouragement and say prayers for me along this journey. My family that has been in the area here in Virginia that came out to spend time with me, and sister and brother-in-law that helped me along the way by retrieving me 2 different times to spend a day and a half at their house of nourishment, healing, and just good fellowship. So it's kind of a day of reflection for me. And, hey, I'm proud that I've walked 1,020 miles with this pack on my back, but so many people do it. It's a challenge, but every step of the way I think about all of those people that have served our country and given the ultimate sacrifice, and the families that are affected by the loss of their loved ones that are first responders. I guess I'm thinking about all those people that Tunnel to Towers supports, and I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to raise some money to further the cause and help and bless families that I will never know, but I know that they will receive benefit from the dollars that I'm raising by doing something that's just walking on a trail. The Lord has certainly blessed me in my life and kept me on his path. And right now, I think this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. The Appalachian Trail heading north. There's West Virginia. There's Virginia. And there's where I'm going. Oh boy. Run, Forrest, run. Seems like you get close to a big town or a town and these power lines stretch up and over. But look at these, this bush that's flowering. It's kind of pretty. I'm not sure what it is. And then here, I guess these are probably the blackberries. The flowers are off and they're getting little berries that are forming. People and bears will be happy soon. Crickets. There you go, guys. The West Virginia border. Finally made it. I thought it was yesterday, but I guess I'm just crossing it now. And I entered Virginia, I think 51 days ago. So it took me 51 days and it's 550 or 60 miles through Virginia. Quite a trek. Really pretty through here with these ferns. I love the way these look. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. That's 2 or 3 hours earlier than forecasted. Look at this mound along here. Wonder if it has something to do with the Civil War. About 2 miles south of Harper's Ferry. That mound's on the left side there. I guess you can see it. Goes up through there.
but it just like lets you.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How about you?
Real good, thanks.
Yeah, so there's another thing, I mean, sorry. Yeah. There's another thing maybe
Here's Harper's Ferry and the Shenandoah River. Ooh, this looks sketchy. I'll be back. Okay, well, I love it when the birds do that. Good afternoon. Amazing. Look who I ran into. It's Scott, Mighty Mouse, 5 days in a row. I love slack packing, but I'm gonna see if I can get him to carry my pack tomorrow, and I'll carry his.
that'll be fun. I've carried your pack before.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, and you know from the video prior to this, made it to Harper's Ferry. I'm getting ready to go into Old Harper's Ferry and down to the ATC. And coming down the steps was Mighty Mouse.
It's beautiful here. Finally made it to Harper's Ferry. It's taken me 7 years to get to Harper's Ferry, so I'm about 745 miles.
Okay.
So I'm happy to be here. Harper's Ferry is a really cool place, and it's just so cool. It's so full of history of the Civil War in our country, and ATC, and just reminds us of, you know, what our country was founded on. So
that's right. Well, it's starting to sprinkle here, so I think we're both thinking about maybe some rain gear. And I bought a rain cover for my pack after the last time I walked in the rain and found out that my pack wasn't waterproof. But anyway, it's good to run into you.
great to see you, Tom.
Good to see
Hope
you.
to see you again.
We're going to grab dinner tonight because we're staying pretty close to one another.
Looking forward to that. And a day off tomorrow.
Day off.
It's going to rain
Day off
all
tomorrow.
day.
So usually when I go by the weatherman, I find out that the weatherman is not accurate. But anyway, so we'll see you on up the trail, and I'll see you later on. Okay, Scott?
Absolutely.
All right.
See you later.
All right, bye. Heading for the ATC office in Harper's Ferry. Get my picture taken. It's a custom. Got all kinds of goodies here for hikers, current, past, future. So stop, if you're in the area, stop in Harper's Ferry and come to the ATC office. T-shirts. There's a Katahdin sign. Is this one that was up there?
Number 89 to 99, I think, or 88 to 98.
Wow. This sign was on Katahdin from 88 to 98 or someone in that, or in that vicinity. There's a trail, well, let's go down here and start. Springer Mountain, Georgia. Big Bald, I remember that. Max Patch. Max Patch is where I saw the ATC volunteer planting bee habitat. Damascus. McAfee Knob. Wow. The Priest. That's where I was in my tent for 17 hours in the middle of a downpour. Shenandoah National Park. Harper's Ferry. So, here's the other half. There's Port Clinton. Delaware Water Gap. And there's Mount Katahdin. Got a little hiker lounge here. Charge phones. Have some coffee, have some snacks. Very nice. So as you guys know, I'm here in Harpers Ferry, just arrived, and it's customary to stop at the ATC office in Harpers Ferry, and I met Mark here. So Mark's a volunteer.
Yes, sir.
So you see a lot of hikers this year, Mark?
Yeah, every day, and we've had 5 or 6 already today, and I'm sure there'll be a couple more coming through. This is kind of the heights of long distance hiking right here in the early summer, and we're here all day welcoming folks, and there's a lot of great little restaurants and places to rest up, a little more accommodated than usual.
Yeah, better than the tents or the shelter.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Well, the tent's pretty comfortable.
Exactly.
So how long have you been doing this, Mark?
I've been volunteering for a couple years, and I'm not a long distance hiker, but I've been a hiker, for most of my life. So
Okay.
and hiked many sections of the AT, just not many long sections of the AT.
I gotcha. Well, I've made it. I've made it to Harpers Ferry so far.
You have.
Started in February, and here I am. But thank you for everything that you do for the hikers and for the trail. I've met a number of your people along the way and interviewed them. I'm trying to remember the mountain that I was on, a bald. It's very popular, but it's not coming to my mind. But I interviewed a young lady that works for the ATC or volunteers, and she had a fire rake, and she was scarifying the surface and planting bee pollinating flowers or plants up there.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, there are many volunteers throughout the entire length of the trail, and some staff members who help to maintain the whole hiking situation, trails, shelters, etc. So, yep.
Well, I'm looking forward to having a few of your snacks, and I appreciate your hospitality.
We're glad you stopped by.
Thank you. So it turns out it's not the most beautiful day. There's some rain coming down now, which was expected. It was supposed to come in about 3. It came in a little bit early, but I'm going to keep this kind of short. As you know, I'm here at Harpers Ferry, and Harpers Ferry has a significant meaning to me on this hike for a couple reasons. I'm going to step up here out of the rain, but I'm at the ATC Appalachian Trail Conservancy office right now. Step out of the rain here, but so you might remember it's been about 2 months ago on my hike. 2 months and 600 miles ago, when my wife was going to be coming to pick me up off of the trail for a few days at a Scottish festival. I missed her so much that I told her that she was not going to go home without me. I was riding back home with her. And over the course of a few days after I told her that, I began feeling like I was getting signs from God that I needed to continue my hike northbound and continue to head north on the Appalachian Trail. Within about 30 minutes after sending her a message through my Garmin saying that I think that I'm getting messages from God saying that I need to continue my hike. I was going up a 1,700-foot incline out of Laurel Creek area where I'd camped for the night. 4 people had passed me on the trail, and just before I had sent that message. And I walked a little bit further, and on the trail, right in the middle of the trail, was this quarter. And you won't be able to see it, probably, but it's from Harpers Ferry. So it's a quarter from Harpers Ferry. And in that video, I mentioned that I found this quarter and that God made it clear that I needed to go to Harpers Ferry. Well, I've made it. 2 months later, 600 more miles. I'm at 1,026 miles northbound on the Appalachian Trail. And I'm going to continue my trek north and just see what the Lord tells me to do next. But hey, thank you for following along so far. I look forward to many more days on the trail and going as far as I can. So on this rainy day in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, I hope you had a great day. I had one. I'm heading down the street now to the Quality Inn, and it's supposed to rain hard tomorrow. I'm going to take a 0 tomorrow and let the body rest a little bit while the rain comes down. We'll see where we go from there. Thanks for following my journey. I appreciate it. God bless you.